Hey everybody, I'm Jen, the math educator at the Children's Museum Houston. Today, we are going to be investigating what do our pets do all day, and we're going to make a graph of the information that we find. And today, we're going to have a special guest star, my cat, Zonut. Now that the gang's all here, what materials do you need to do this activity? First, you'll need a few sheets of paper. Can be white, can be colorful, can be anything that's blank, and you'll need something to write with. I used a pen, you can use a marker, crayon, whatever you prefer. And what you'll want to do after you get your materials is you will want to pick a time frame to observe your pet. It can be 24 hours, it can be 10 hours, it can be 5 hours. I personally used 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., which is a good 12-hour block. Now, once you pick your time frame, you'll actually want to go ahead and start observing. When you're observing, you want to make sure that you're writing down what you're observing your pet do. So you can do like I did, and you can actually write down on a sheet of paper the times and the activities that your pet is doing. Or you can also use a camera on your phone and record some videos, which I'll show you right now. All right, so now that you have recorded all of your information about what your pet has done, you're going to want to go ahead and set up your graph. So here I've started a bar graph where I have on my left-hand side on my y-axis the number of hours, and then over here on my x-axis I'm going to have the activities. So the activities that my cat did during the 12 hours I was observing are sleeping, gardening, and playing with toys. Over here, I need to go ahead and add in the actual number of hours so I can draw my bars for my bar graph. And I see here that she did not spend more than 9.5 hours doing anything. So I can probably go up to 10 on my graph over here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this through the power of moving magic. Okay. So now you can see here that I've gone in and based on my information I've collected, I've drawn the bars to my bar graph. Now it was a little bit tricky doing the one with sleeping and the one that was gardening because those had half hours and my number of hours over here was only in whole numbers. So I had to estimate for 9.5 hours or 9.5 hours in between the 9 and the 10 because I know when half comes in between 9 and 10. I did the same thing for gardening, and now I can really tell how Zonut spends her time during the day, which I'm not surprised she spends most of her time over here sleeping. One thing I did forget is you want to make sure you add a title to your graph so you know what information the graph is about. All right, now that we know what Zonut spends most of her time doing, which we can see right here, what did your pet spend most of their time doing? Luckily, you have a bar graph to be able to tell. All right, Zonut, what should we do next? I think she's brainstorming. Y'all have a good day. Come back and join us another time.